Hey, what's up guys? It's Vatonage. Welcome back to another Minecraft video. Today I'm showcasing the new add-on by Shadow Shark PvP called the Origins add-on. So make sure you enable these experimental settings, and the one drawback to this add-on is that it uses player.json. So that means it won't be compatible with some add-ons, like my add-ons that it won't be compatible with is only heart containers. None of my other add-ons use that, so it won't be interfering with any of my add-ons except for heart containers. But a lot of add-ons that use player.json won't work with this add-on. So just keep that in mind. You can only have one add-on that uses player.json because if you have two of them, then they won't be compatible with each other. But yeah, so this adds this new menu when you spawn in to pick a bunch of origins. So there's human, which doesn't give you anything. There's avian, which if I click select, it will tell me everything about them. Let's start with human again. So nothing. And then the avian gives double jump. I kind of want to try that. And slow falling, but it can't eat meat. And then there's Arachnid, which I assume can climb walls and places webs, and it can only eat meat. And then there's the Elytrion, which gives you an Elytra, and you can launch yourself upward with like an ability. You have double fall damage, which kind of sucks, and weakness. So not that good. I don't really recommend that one. That sounds really bad. Okay, Shulk can randomly teleport in a 50 block radius. Resistance, that's pretty good. Slowness, and can't wear a helmet, that's bad. Okay. Next, Feline. Creepers are afraid of you, that'd be nice. No falling, no fall damage. Jump boost while sprinting, but weakness and slowness in water and only 9 hearts. Okay. Then there's Elytrion. Endermen are your friends. You can teleport around, but you take damage in water. Okay. Merlin. You breathe and see underwater. You spawn with a bottle that lets you breathe on land for a short period, but you can't breathe air. Okay. Blazeborn. You get fire and lava immunity. You heal in fire and lava. You shoot fireballs, you take damage in water, and you only have 8 hearts. And then there's the Phantom, gives you speed, and you go invisible, but you burn in daylight. Okay, and then there's the Fox, which gives you a lot of speed. You can jump high and increase damage in the air, but you are super hungry. Okay, and then the Slime, whatever that is, you can shrink instead of dying. Okay, so I guess that gives you another life or something. Eat a slime ball to grow, so I guess if you eat slime balls you get another life. And then you can super bounce, which is an ability. You get weakness and hunger while small, and you are slow. Okay, this actually seems kind of OP. And then there's Starboard, which gives night vision and speed. You can leap in the air and slowly fall back down, but double fire and lava damage. If you get fire resistance, then that literally has like no effect, so that'd be nice. You're super small, a quarter of a block tall, that's like a fourth of a player size normally. You can eat sugar for speed, and you can eat slime balls for climbing. You only have 5 hearts, okay. And then Bumble Bee, I'm pretty sure this is the last one. You have a nectar bar that fills up around flowers. Once it's full, you can create honey, you can fly, you gain weakness, and you cannot fly in water. Okay, look up to start flying and crouch to start floating back down. Okay, so let's start out with this one, because the flying sounds kind of cool. So, apparently you look up to start flying. Okay. Yeah, so this works just like any add-on that has flying. It's a pretty slow fly. And you get slow falling as well, but I think you can crouch to start going down. Yeah, so if you're crouching, then you can't fly. So it's not terrible, I guess. It's a nice little ability, and you can create honey when you're near flowers, apparently. And there's also a new crafting recipe if you want to reset your origin. So, okay, so that must be the bar. So if I just stand here while I show this. So you craft this, which is the only main difficult thing to get is the totem. And then you can craft this to reset your origin. Okay, so it looks like it's filling up, and I should get a piece of honey once this is full, from what I understand. Okay, it takes a long time to fill up, but hopefully it's gives me honey. If you just AFK on this, then it's a really good way to earn honey. Okay, then you sneak, and it gives you 4. Okay, that's actually a pretty good deal. And you also get weakness when you're in water, so let me test that out. Yep, you get weakness and slowness. Okay, let me spawn in the orb so I can test out the other one. Okay, so let's try this one. It has like a double jump ability and you can't eat meat. So if I try to eat meat, I wonder what'll happen. So I have it in my inventory. Let me give myself hunger. So if I try to eat it, then okay, so it just disappears and gives it back. So that means that it won't delete your meat. It just you can't eat it. So that's actually pretty smart. And then there's like a double jump. Okay, so if you jump on the air, then it gives you an extra leap. That's actually pretty cool. Alright, let's spawn the orb again. Okay, so Arachnid. Let's try the... It has a web ability and you can climb walls apparently, so let's try this one out. Okay, so that must be the ability bar. And if I go up to this tree, can I climb it? Yep, okay, that all works. Cool. And let's try the ability, so do I like... Okay, I sneak and it puts webs on everything. That's actually kind of OP. I forget what the drawbacks are of this one, I'll have to look at it. Drawbacks are I can only eat meat. Okay, so that's not terrible. This one's actually pretty good. Okay, Elytrion, so I assume you spawn with an Elytra. Yeah, and you can't take it off. So if you sneak, then I assume you get sent off into the air. But this weakness is really bad, and taking extra fall damage, I want to test that out kind of. So let me climb up here and see how much fall damage I take. Okay, that's a lot of fall damage. Okay, let's try sneaking. Alright, so you sneak and look up in the air and you get a little bit of a flight boost. Honestly, I think this is probably the worst origin. Mainly because you can't wear a chest plate at all and you take a ton of damage, so I do not recommend choosing that one. Okay, next is the Shulk. You can randomly teleport and resistance. Okay, so yeah, so this must be the ability that you can use to teleport. It's pretty cool. You get slowness and resistance, which is kind of annoying, and you can't wear a helmet, so I guess that's pretty bad. But the resistance is nice if you don't have any other add-ons that you can get resistance from. So yeah, I'd recommend this one if you're just playing this origin add-on. It's pretty good, but if you're playing in like a mod pack, I do not recommend this one. Okay, so next, let's see, Feline. Okay, so it just scares creepers away, so that one's pretty simple. This one, Endermen are your friends, you take damage in water. Let's try the water out. Okay, so that's... So you get an Ender Pearl, which doesn't damage you, so that's actually really good. Okay, so other than the water, which isn't that big of a deal, let's try a boat. Can I still use a boat? Yeah, so I honestly think this is probably one of the better ones, because you get an Ender Pearl, and it says Endermen are your friends, so can I look at them? Yeah, I guess so. I can't punch them though, so that's the only thing. Okay, let's go back to the origin menu. Yeah, so that one's not bad, I guess. You get infinite Ender Pearls. Only downside is water damage, but that's not too bad. Alright, Merlin. This one's actually pretty cool, so yeah, I lose bubbles while on air, but I can use this to refill my bubbles, it looks like. Okay, that's pretty cool. And if I go into the water, does this fill up? Yeah, so this is like your extra breathing bar, I guess, and you get water breathing when you're in water, so that's good. And then you can come out here and get like wood or something. This would be good for like a challenge, and it's not a terrible origin either. Like, you can breathe outside of water for quite a long time with this water bottle, so it's pretty balanced, I guess. The one downside is if you want to go to the Nether, that's basically impossible with this. So yeah, I don't think it would be possible to beat this game, but if you want, you can try to do it as like a challenge. This would be nice to have if you have like friends who can go to the Nether for you. Let me see if I can give itself Cauldron, and let's get a water bucket. Let's see if I can breathe inside of a cauldron. Okay, no, you can't. So that means you basically can't go to the Nether, which is a pretty big drawback, but that's not a terrible one, and it sounds like it'd be fun for a challenge. Okay, next is Blazeborn. You get fire and lava immunity. You take damage in water and only 8 hearts. Okay. So if I get a flint and steel, then okay, so you get regeneration 2 whenever you're in fire, which is pretty good, and you get a fireball, which is not bad. It does a lot, but you take damage in water. Let's see how fast I heal though. Okay, so you healed decently, I guess, so not the worst one, I guess. Alright, let's try another one. There's the Phantom. You burn in daylight. Okay, you can go invisible, so that one's pretty simple. Fox. Can high jump, super speed. Okay, so yeah, you just always get hunger, and it's hunger 2, so that's terrible. You basically have to have so much food on you at once, and when you're sneaking you can jump high, and you get strength when you're in the air, so I guess that's not terrible. I mean, it is pretty terrible because of the hunger, but if you have something that you can get saturation from, then this wouldn't be the worst one, I guess. Like, if you had another add-on that had something to give you saturation, then it's decent. And you only have 9 hearts, which makes sense, I guess, but I do not really recommend that one because of the hunger. That would suck to deal with. Oh, no, you have 10 hearts. I misread. Alright, this one, it sounds like it's probably the most overpowered one. So, okay, that must be the ability bar, but you get slowness, which isn't that big of a deal, and I think if I die, then I basically get another life. So let's have this thing kill us really quick. So if I die, I think I shrink, and okay, so yeah, it just gives you another life. Alright, what happens if I die again? Okay, then I just die, and then I grow up again. But if you eat a slime ball, I assume you get your stuff back. And if you sneak, you can high jump. That's actually not bad. Okay, yeah, so I think that one's probably the most overpowered one. Yeah, that's definitely the most overpowered one. If you have a bunch of slime balls, then you basically can't die. Okay, this one, night vision, can leap in the air, 2 times fire lava damage. Honestly, if you can get infinite fire resistance, I think this one would be the best, but the abilities aren't that good, but it's better than human. if you have fire resistance. And then this one, you can eat sugar and slime balls. Okay, let's get sugar and slime. Okay, so if I eat this, alright, I get speed, and if I eat this, I get jump boost or something. I don't know. Okay, yeah, this one doesn't look... I mean, it's pretty terrible. I'm really small though, which is kind of cool. But I die like pretty fast. For if you're playing with your friends, this one might be cool because you basically... It's really hard for people to hit you. But monsters can hit you just the same. It'd also be kind of good on like skeletons, but I don't think that one's very good. Okay, and then there's... yeah, that's all of them. Okay, so... yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this add-on. It's pretty cool. They definitely worked really hard on it. Go check it out, and you can have it in any world that doesn't use my heart containers add-on, basically, or any other add-on that's not compatible. But all of my add-ons are compatible except for heart containers, so you can use this add-on with any add-on from like Vatonage.com, and it should work pretty fine. And I recommend, if you want this in a mod pack, you can put it in Flat World, but it would break the heart containers in Flat World, so if you don't worry about heart containers, then yeah, you can put this in the Flat World. And you can put this in the RPG mod pack, but that would also break heart containers, and I don't really recommend this one in the RPG mod pack because the heart containers are a big part of it. You can use this in like Sky Factory, that has no uncompatible add-ons, so Sky Factory and Stone Factory, One Block, this would be great in those. Or if you just want to play this in just a normal world, just this add-on, that'd be cool as well. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye guys.